Hello my friends, and welcome to your Michigan Compass. Today we're at the Fowlerville Fairgrounds in Fowlerville, Michigan. And why? Because there's an event I've been wanting to see for a long time. So we are here to check this out. That's right, it's the 21st annual Hearse Fest. And we are going to check out a bunch of creepy looking hearses and see how everybody has everything decorated and just kind of take a look around, see what they've got going on. There is a big list of different events that's going on as well, including costume contests, raffle drawings, and trophies for best hearses, I guess. Now, this event used to take place in Hell, Michigan, quite an appropriate place for a hearse fest. However, the amount of traffic, not just the hearses, but the people coming out to look at them, would really back up the area, and the residents didn't like that too much, so they complained. And it got moved several years ago to the Fowlerville Fairgrounds. And I can see why. Just take a look at all the cars in the parking lot. Admission to get in today was only $2 and parking was free, so really not a bad deal to come check this out. Also going on in Fowlerville today, but we're not going to be covering, I just thought I'd mention it because I thought the traffic might be bad, but it really wasn't. About 5 to 6 miles away from here on a family farm, Luke Bryan, the country singer, is doing his country music stop at one of the farms out this way, and I thought maybe things would be a little bit congested, but it's not affecting anything.
And upon entry, this is the first one I see. It's an orange hearse. Got the light on top. And the license plate says car number 71. Taking a look at the decorations, we've got Chucky and his bride, a head in the back window, and it says don't let your first ride be your last. Haunted hearse on the back, and of course, no hearse would be complete without a coffin. And it looks like that's the Crypt Keeper from Creepshow in the coffin.
And it looks like there's also quite a few vendors here selling different things. I'm not quite sure what they've got. I'm assuming that most of it is going to be related. And we've got some spooky patches and stickers and bows and things like that, and skulls. Some home decorations, and more Halloween type things, like dolls, statues and things of the sort. And right over here they're doing zombie caricatures. Some creepy dolls. Some jewelry over here. And a couple more things down this way. Over here, this black and green model. It says Cursed Herman on the back door. Little coffin in there, and a couch, and some pillows I see as well. I happen to have that orange pillow that says haunted house. It's a haunted house ticket shaped like a pillow. And of course, a couple of skeletons driving this thing. And over here, it looks like a minivan hearse. Never seen one of these before. I don't know if this is a conversion or if this is actually a hearse. They do have the windows covered like a hearse. And I'm sure you could put a coffin in there. I do see part of a coffin. And then here, we got this black one with the purple curtains. Coffin inside there as well. And also a picture of the family. Looks like they're all dressed up like skeletons. And check out this blue Lincoln hearse. next to it we have a Chevy. And this is a Suburban converted Hearse. Over here a Fleetwood Cadillac Hearse. And a skeleton in the passenger seat on this one. And then what looks like a newer one. This one looks clean enough it could still be in service. Very well maintained. And then check out this older Cadillac. It's kind of cool. Early bird specials Monday through Friday, 4 to 6. This one has flags that say Dead Wagon. I don't know if you can see that through the glass, the reflection there. It says Hellbound Dead Wagon. And of course, a skeleton driving. This one's got the hood up and a little engine work done. Looks nice and clean. And the sign in the window on this one says Creeping Beauty. There's a big dragon on top of this one as well. And of course they've got a coffin with a skeleton in it. And looking right next to that, we've got another one here with a coffin. And it looks like the guy got up and he's just going to be sitting out here enjoying the weather today.
And heading around towards the front of this one, let's take a look under the hood.
It looks like this one's leaving here. It's a little loud, but I thought I would get it before it takes off. Chucky is in the grill with some flags.
Well, check this one out. This black hearse has a gold top with a giant skull on top of it. And the sign in the side window says Gold Haunt. And of course, we've got a skeleton and a coffin in the back. And right next to it, yet another one with a skeleton in the coffin. This one looks like a female, dead female. She's wearing a dress. And this silver hearse here has a black top. Says Sinner on the side, and a skeleton is driving. And oh my gosh, what is this next to it? I have never seen anything quite like this. Well, this is a Mercedes, and it looks very Asian inspired. Look at all the detail and all the gold features on top of this thing. It's amazing. And this is definitely not from the US. If you notice, that driver's side steering wheel is on the right, not the left. Look at all the intricate detail on this thing. Wow, look at the back. That is impressive. Even the inside, oh my gosh. That is incredible. And look up, look at the ceiling even. Well, I guess if you've got to go out and if you could see, this would be the way to go, right? Wow, just amazing. And I believe, if I heard correctly, this hearse was originally used in China. And take a look at this old classic. Looks like it needs a little work. It says, yes, it is cool. No, I'm not going to paint it. Well, I hope they do something with it, because I'd hate to see it rust out and disappear from existence, because it is cool looking. Look at the headlights on this thing. They have skull headlights. Well, look at this newer looking black one. This has to be a real in-use Hearse. What's the sign say? Hearse Drivers Union. Yes, it's a real Hearse. Ah, there we go. Okay, so this is actually used. No, it's not haunted. Pretty interesting. So yeah, this is a real Hearse, and it's actually being used from time to time. And this one is a Lincoln, by the way. Take a look at this Cadillac over here. Kind of a baby blue color. Got a skeleton. Looks like he's been sitting out in the sun a little too long. A couple of years too long there. Big funeral flag on the side. It says Frankenstein on the front windshield. And we've got another one hanging out on the back. And of course, another coffin. He's looking down into the coffin. And right next to it, we have a green Lincoln. And this one's got a white coffin on the inside. And just next to it, there is a gargoyle on a pillar, and a table with a crystal ball and a couple other things. And we have a dead bartender out in front of the hearse. Moving on to the next one, we have a classic black hearse right here. And skeleton on the side window. Well, check this out. This one says Dragula, and it looks like the car that was built by George Barris for the Munsters. This would have been Grandpa's dragster. Pretty cool looking. Very similar to what they used in the TV show. And right next to it, check this thing out. It's the Skullmobile, I guess. I don't know. This is pretty cool looking. Giant skull, and there's a skeleton driving it, no less. That is really neat. Got the skulls on the pipes as well. And what is this? Oh my gosh. Frankenstein is driving what looks like a kid's car that's all decked out with skulls and flames and everything. And they've got it set up with a remote control. How cool is that? That's awesome. And coming up, we've got a silver hearse. Big spiders on it all over the place. And check this vehicle out. It's a zombie apocalypse vehicle. This is for zombie outbreaks, and they've got the vehicle decked out with all kinds of gear. Looks like there's some sort of gun coming out the front. And they've got some saw blades on the front so they can mow down zombies. A couple more guns on the other side. And look along the side here, looks like some sort of gas and some handheld weapons, a shovel, and a cage. Some signs on the back, I'd rather be killing zombies. Another one that says, please do not feed the zombies. Another big gun mounted back there on a turret. They've got an extra can of gas, some baseball bats, a hatchet, and a fire extinguisher. Zombie outbreak. And check this black hearse out over here. Got a clown on the side of it. And there's a coffin in the back. And of course, a skeleton inside that coffin. Next to it, wow, check this out. Look at the curves on this one. This is an old classic here with the suicide doors. the skeleton driving. This is impressive. This is very impressive, very curvy. And it's a Cadillac. Look at the front end on that. There's that skeleton driver. He looks like he's having a blast. And it turns out this is a 51 Miller Cadillac, and they've got some restoration photos here. That is just amazing. The tailgate on this one opens at a kind of a 45-degree angle almost. Over here, another zombie outbreak type pickup truck. This one not decorated as well. Got a few skeletons hanging out on top of it. And what is this? It's a apocalyptic looking hearse, white hearse. Looks like it might be from the 80s. It says Lucky on it. And the license plate says Gambler. And oh my, it sits up high, and look at those rims and the tires. Very low profile tire on a crazy looking rim. I would imagine those rims do not do well on Michigan roads with our potholes. I think if you hit one pothole too hard with those, you are done. And another classic black next to it. Looks like the passenger's peeking out the back window there. License plate says came for you. And on the side, dead end. And over here, this van, GMC van, looks like it's been attacked by skeletons. They're all over. And there's some sort of trailer with a cage, a bunch of skeletons in there as well, including a really tall one. That must be the skeleton crew. Over here, we've got a nun hanging out behind this hearse here. And it has Schmidt on the side. I think that's a real funeral home, so that might be an in-use hearse. And this one looks like it's straight out of the 80s. This looks like a Ford. This might have been a Crown Vic version of a hearse. And over here we have a 1985 Ford hearse. This one's for sale, so if you're looking to buy a dead-end vehicle, here you go. Over here next to it, we've got a deep forest green looking Cadillac. We got that single solitary light on top. And right next to this one, we've got a black one. It's got a wood floor on the inside. This next one is an older white hearse, and it looks very similar to the ones you would have seen in the Ghostbuster movies. Look at that front end. And on the side, we've got the suicide doors. And you look, they've got the slide out from the side.
And here's a look from the other side of that big white hearse. It's a 1960 Cadillac. And then right next to it, we have a newer Cadillac in classic black. Over here, slightly older Cadillac, maybe 80s. This one's got the back open. We'll take a look. And right next to it, check this white one out. This looks like an Oldsmobile. We've got some creepy characters inside there, and it looks like somebody's been sleeping in there. I like the sticker on the back of this one that says carry out only. That's pretty funny. And down here on the ground next to this one, we've got a body bag. It says City Morgue on it. Couple of skeletons hanging out on the hood and on the top of the vehicle. And down here, we've got a skeleton witch pushing an old buggy. And check this one out right here. It's full of cool airbrushings. Check out the hood. That's really cool. And even along the side as well. Got some skeletons in there. And this guy looking out the window. Little graveyard scene on the side of it. That's very cool. And again on the other side. And over here, an older Lincoln, classic black. A couple of skeletons inside this one as well. Right next to that, we've got a newer one. And an old wooden coffin inside that one. Newer Cadillac, navy blue. And check out the inside of this one. It's all lined in purple. Got a skeleton driving. And it's got that door again. It swings out, suicide door. Another Cadillac over here. And this guy's from the Wisconsin Hearse Association, so he came quite a ways. Older Cadillac, a little bit boxy on this one. And check out that creepy dollhouse in the back of this one. That's very cool. Take a look at this one. that color, kind of a teal color. I believe that's an original paint job. It looks old and faded, but that color is pretty cool. Again, another newer Cadillac right next to that. Metallic navy blue. And over here, we've got another Cadillac. This one, I believe, is just a black, classic black. And we've got the skeleton of the creature from the Black Lagoon is driving this vehicle. And there's a giant skeleton behind them. Over here we've got a forest green metallic newer Cadillac. And check the coffin out inside, it's very detailed. Very detailed. And right here, a white Cadillac. Chucky inside there. And check out that creepy guy. A couple of characters up on the top. And this creepy dude coming out of the back. There's a coffin in there too. This one here, also a first. I like his flags. I don't know if you can see that. They're red flags with skulls on them. But it is a gold hearse. Have not seen one of these yet. And it's got the name Norma Jean in the window. There's a jumping spider here as well. And a coffin with a skeleton inside. This one apparently is a company. It says Alternative Weddings, Ordained Officiant, Weddings and Elopements. Nice and clean. Well maintained. Couple of urns in the back. Bottle of blood. Couple of skull chalices and a wedding cake. And then over here, a very old, classic-looking Dodge. And the license plate is Zomdal. And that's pretty cool looking. I'm going to have to take a closer look at this one. Love the tail fins on this as well, very cool. And inside, red velvet. That's a very cool looking hearse. This one right here says Miss Piggy's Barbecue. And all I have to say is, what kind of meats are they serving? Oh, thank God there's a pig on the back. And we've got another one over here. This one looks like it's kind of painted almost like a primer color. Like that very flat, orangish red color. A couple of skeletons inside this one as well. Check out this lime green Cadillac hearse. It's jacked up in the back. Definitely custom paint job on this one. It says Dead Fred on the back. The back of that's about as high as a standard pickup truck. And over here, a bunch of creepy children. And take a look. That coffin, somebody's trying to get out. They're screaming. That's terrifying. Detroit Morgue sign on the back. A little bit of custom artwork on the side of this one. It says Madam Reaper. And we've got a silver skeleton driving this one. By the way, take a look at the top. Here's a look at the hood. And take a look at the back of this one. It's pretty cool. I had to do a double take because I almost thought that was a real person in the back of this one. It's not, it's a mannequin, but that's pretty good. Pretty impressive. This one here has a POW table set up. And there's flames on this particular hearse. American flag and POW flag as well. Well, this is interesting. I did not know this. In 2011, the Hearse parade held in Hell, Michigan was the longest in history. And apparently, there's a Guinness World Record certificate here to prove that. This hearse was in there. And look at this classic. Well, that's pretty cool. And it may not be coming out the proper color, but this is a forest green metallic color. Very curvy in the back. Pretty cool looking. Eureka Cadillac, 1960. Let's take a look at the back tail fin on this thing. That is beautiful. Now this is something interesting. I'm not quite sure what this one is. This is unique. Very unique. It kind of looks like a pickup truck, but it's a hearse, and the back opens up. This is very different. Take a look at that. And the hood's interesting too. It's kind of tilted to the side. We're gonna have to definitely take a look at this one. All right, well, I asked the owner about this, and this is very interesting. This is a 1950 Packard. That's right, Packard. Now, the body was created by somebody else, but I guess the engine and transmission and all that was from Packard. And it's a flower car on the top, and it also carries the casket down below. He told me there's only 5 of these in existence, and he has one of them. Very rare, very cool. And this is probably the most unique vehicle I've seen today. I think half the fun of checking these out is seeing what's in the back and how they've got it decorated. And they got some pretty cool different things. Some of them have their awards. And a lot of them have Halloween decorations and caskets like So, skeletons. This one's pretty creepy. Check this one out. Lots of glass on this one. Very curvy as well. It's got a Missouri license plate on it. And I see that E, and it looks like this is probably a Cadillac Eureka. Look at the curtains. Those have to be original. They are rotting away. Yes, indeed. It's a Cadillac Eureka. And look at the front of this. Look at the grille. Look at how that just sticks out right there. That is amazing. And just across the way, we've got some more cool, creepy looking guys hanging out in front of this old Cadillac. That is very cool. Very cool looking. All right, well, if the 1950 Packard was the most unique vehicle here, check this out. This is probably the second most unique. This is the Zombie Outbreak Response Team. And this looks like an Armageddon vehicle. My gosh, look at this thing. That is just incredible. And don't be shocked. These guys are going to try and get out in a second. Oh, yeah. How cool is that? Oh, look at that. Incredible. Incredible. These guys could pull up to any haunted house and be an attraction all by themselves. Very cool. All right, coming up on this area, there's a couple of Hearses that say Dead Sled brand, Hearse Drivers Union. And it looks like there's a whole bunch of stuff inside here to see. We're going to take a look in there as well. All right, well, I see t-shirts and a bunch of stuff with the Dead Sled brand. And then over this way, some funeral signs, some creepy looking pottery, some artwork. Down this way, we've got some things like we might see at an oddity show. They've got a lot of specimens and jars. Some taxidermy. Down here, some candles. T-shirts down this way. Lots of horror-based t-shirts. Over on this side, some jewelry, artwork, more t-shirts. Yeah, looks like some more artwork, some boxes and various things like that. Some collectibles down here, Funko Pops and things of that nature. And over here, some shirts. I might have to stop and take a look because they look like they're my style. Well, I decided not to get any shirts or anything while I was in there. I did take a look around. They had some cool stuff, and I grabbed a business card because I did like some of the shirts. They just didn't have them in my size. So I'm going to take a look online, see if she has anything online I'm interested in. Well, guys, we had an absolute blast at Hearse Fest. If you guys get a chance to check this out in the future, please do so. I'll put a link in the show notes for this. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to click on that compass so you can stay subscribed to future videos just like this. And remember, adventure is just a short drive away.